Welcome to the brand new BMW M2 CS, and here's everything you need to know about it. So this is the first time that I'm actually seeing the M2 CS in the flesh, and I must say it looks stunning. I've always been a fan of the BMW M2 competition, and this just takes it to another level. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to kind of run you through all the information you need to know about this car, then we're going to take it out as well for a bit of a drive and see what it looks like. This specific car is a manual, but of course you can get it in a DCT. So I think first of all, let's touch on what's different between this and the BMW M2 competition, starting from the exterior. So on the M2 CS we get a larger carbon rear spoiler, which does look very nice. We also get a kind of uprated new look for the front bumper. As you can see here, we've got carbon fiber here on the front splitter. The carbon theme continues with a brand new rear diffuser, of course all out of carbon fiber. Now in terms of the wheels, we get 19-inch forged aluminium wheels, which are super light in comparison to that of the old car. You also get larger brake calipers, you get larger brake discs. We've got 400mm fronts and 380mm rear discs with 4-pot calipers on the rear and massive 6-pots here on the front, and these wheels look stunning in this kind of, they're like a little light gold color. They look beautiful. Quite interesting in this weather. It's super wet and we've got Cup 2s on, so I'm not sure how this is going to fare when we go out on a drive and see what it's like from a handling perspective, but it's going to be very fun nonetheless. The other noticeable difference on the BMW M2 CS is we get a reinforced plastic bonnet with extra vents for more airflow into the intake area. We get a very nice exposed carbon fiber roof on this car. And all of the things that I've just mentioned as well are things that are found on the BMW M2 GT4 racing car, so much inspiration has been taken from that. Now all of the changes that BMW have made to the M2 CS, they're not just there for show, they're actually there to give the car more downforce as well. So whilst it does look flipping so good, it looks so nice, but it actually, all the aero and all that stuff there serves a purpose. Of course, when developing this car, the BMW M2 competition was already superb, and they've kept that brilliant 50-50 weight distribution with this CS, because this is a pretty raw, extreme version, if you like, of the BMW M2 comp, which I drove and very much loved. But it doesn't come cheap. This car costs £75,000 on the road. And so when we come to start to look at the performance of the BMW M2 CS, what do we have? Well, we've got the S55 engine, the same engine that you find in the M2 competition, the M4 and the M3. That S65 is consisted of a 3-litre turbo 6-cylinder, which produces 444 bhp and 405 foot-pounds of torque. So that's 40 more bhp than the M2 competition. And that translates to a 0.2 second quicker 0 to 62 time. The M2 CS comes in at 4 seconds flat. The top speed on the M2 CS comes in at 174 mile an hour. We also get a newly tuned exhaust on this. I mean, you can see it there, it's covered in filters and bungs, so it's going to be quite quiet, which is a shame. Other cool things that have been done on the CS is the rear diff has also been tuned specifically for this car, so it should be a little bit more playful, I think. And now let's take a quick look at the interior. So the first thing that we are greeted with is the well, plenty of Alcantara, but first of all, the stunning M4 seats, same seats as you find on the M2 competition, although there is added Alcantara on this here down on the side, which is a very, very nice touch. The other big noticeable difference is we have a pretty much entire carbon fiber center tunnel, as you can see, and plenty more Alcantara threaded across the inside of the cabin. The Alcantara theme continues as we have a very nice Alcantara finish on the steering wheel. The steering wheel is quite chunky, but actually I'm not really too fussed about it. It's got a really great feel to it. And also one of the things that I think is actually underrated about the M2 CS is it actually has rear seats, which is a really good thing, because unfortunately some of these cars nowadays, when they go into kind of full comp mode or track mode, the first thing people do is to remove the weight and effectively take out the rear seats, which kind of removes an element of its purpose, whereas this, they've kept the rear seats in, which is superb. And the final point to note is the weight. The weight comes in at 1,575 kgs, so not that much different to that of the M2 competition. I'm going to take it out around here at Bicester Heritage. We've got a little bit of a track here. I would much rather prefer to take it out on the road, although that's not an option today, to be able to really see the difference in the suspension and see how just how usable it is on the public road. But we're going to take it on the track. It's a bit wet, so it should be good fun. So I'm going to plug some GoPros in. Let's go and have a laugh. We've got a very small track here just to kind of experience what this car is like. I'm not going to be able to break any land speed records in it. We'll do a little sighting lap and then we'll kind of have a little bit of a go up the pace a little bit. But I just want to kind of feel, you know, have a feel for the car, see what it's like. And as you can see, I've got a massive glass here on my left because we are on a BMW event and obviously COVID times, so we need to kind of protect ourselves. So that's why I'm wearing a mask, and there's a big glass perspex in between us. But it is very wet. We are on cup 2s, which is always interesting. We'll do a quick sighting lap and then we'll go a little bit harder. So, oh, that's the cup 2s there. Oh, that's good fun, that, isn't it? And as you can see, the cup 2's in the wet. Yeah, so you can feel that acceleration as well. So it is only a 40 bhp difference to that of the M2 comp, but I can already feel that response. You do feel it with a similar weight as well. That's one of the interesting things. The weight is pretty much identical to that of the comp, yet it does feel nimble. Even with the cup 2, I'm sure when we get some heat into them, we'll get some more power, bleed the throttle out, a bit more grip this time round. Oh, this is great fun. And as we come around the corner, let's keep it tidy. Oh, when you really open it up, that's one thing. Now, like I said earlier on, we get bigger brakes on this. We've got 400mm discs. You can notice it as I slam the anchors down there. Oh, I really do like this car, and this is me just driving it a couple of laps. I tell you what, where you really notice that pull, and I guess that's testament to the S55 engine, but with that extra bhp, it does really, I mean, you don't have to wring this car out, but if you do, you're rewarded right at the top end of the RPM. Now, obviously it is slippery, so I'm struggling to get traction here at the moment, but when you do finally get some traction, you do really open it up. That 444 bhp really does come alive, and you can really feel it. It really is involving. Oh, as the track starts to dry out a little bit, look at that. There we go. Punch it, punch it, punch it. There we are. I will say the brakes feel sensational. Wow. What a car. Right, let me park her up. We'll do a quick debrief on my short little run with the BMW M2 CS. But yeah, this is an exciting car. So much fun driving a manual car, and just how capable the BMW M2 CS is. As I said, it's a lot of money at £75,000, but I've always been a fan of the M2 platform. Ever since the N55 engine, I fell in love with the M2 competition, and I've fallen in love with the M2 CS. Would I buy one? I'd love to. I just don't have that kind of money, but what a stunning bit of kit. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Massive thanks to BMW UK for letting me have a go in the CS. My name's Stef. You guys have been awesome. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon on the next video. See you later, guys. Bye bye.